Welcome back to another episode of the Score Show. In today's episode, we're going to be ranking the top five most overrated players in the NBA, and we're going to be having our round two predictions of the NBA playoffs. Welcome to episode 213. All right, so like I said, welcome to episode 213 of Up the Score Show. In today's episode, once again, we ranking the most overrated players in the NBA. Um, I'm gonna do this is with the graphic we have of all the NBA players was just at or below, and top five overrated. Um, to begin it, Larry, do you think any of these guys who we had top 15 for MVP like just overrated by how we rank them? 'Cause, like
Maybe Cat.
maybe I was thinking, but it's not that he's overrated. It's just that his defense sucks, and we all know it though. You know, like we all know his defense sucks, bro. He not overrated. He's not bad though. Uh maybe Cat isn't a bad answer. I I was thinking Jada. Maybe I overrate him. You know, like just over here because watching the OKC Thunder in the playoffs, they look like we're gonna talk about it later. A young team, bro. You know, they just look like a young team, bro. And that's not a good thing, especially in the playoffs. But I mean, my number one answer for most overrated player in the NBA is Domantas Sabonis. I think that his defense is something that's terrible. His rebounding is something that's overrated because the Kings kind of set him up like how the OKC Thunder used to with Russell Westbrook because of how good of a playmaker he is. That they kind of want him to grab the rebounds, you know, and like his shooting numbers be insane, but he's not that like he shot like 45% from the three, I want to say this year. But like he only shoots when he's naked, wide open, and it's like it's not a bad thing, but like people he's not a 45% three-point shooter, you know what I mean? He shot 42% from three this year. Like he and 14 rebounds. Like I don't think he's that good of a shooter nor a rebounder, but the stats make it look like it because the Kings allow him to rebound a lot and he shoots wide open threes. But he's still a good player. I'm just saying, like out of all the All Stars this summer, when Domantas Sabonis is going to be available for trade, you're going to see. I may not be wrong because who's going to want Domantas Sabonis?
I was thinking the Warriors, maybe. That's all I can really think about, though.
But like the Warriors would have to give up somebody for Domantas Sabonis
I think
of
you got
contract.
I don't really see DeMontis Sabonis going anywhere. I kind of see him staying at least playing out to like at least like the second and last year of that contract, however long it's gonna take. But I don't really see him going anywhere because like the teams that are in need of him, I don't really see any out there realistically to me.
Exactly. Who
Who
needs who
team
needs who
Who
needs
needs
this?
who needs a downhill center? I mean that is probably he led the, don't get me wrong, he led the league in rebounds the past 3 years, but there's nothing about him that is imposing in the paint, bro. This is a watered down version of Joker. It's pretty much the same thing as Sangoon, bro. You know what you're gonna get.
Nah, Sengun plays defense.
Sabonis.
Okay, Sangoon play defense, but I mean, not to say the Sangoon defense is better, but at the same time, I don't think it's substantially better to the point where it's like, all right, let's build around Sangoon, and then all these other dudes try to fit in, and that's what Houston been doing anyway. Now they need another piece. The thing is, Sabonis, there's nobody breaking the bank for Sabonis. There's nobody putting a trade package together for Sabonis. There's nobody putting a piece together and say, yo, let's trade for Sabonis. So I mean, it
Yeah,
is
no
what it is.
team needs a center that needs the ball in their hand and can't play defense. Your
Exactly.
center needs the ball in his hand and can't play defensively. I mean, Larry, like who's more overrated than him? Jalen Green?
I get that, but I think Sabonis can be used on a bunch of teams right now.
Ooh, name me five. Name me five.
Lakers.
Nope.
Lakers.
Yes.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
Lakers. Lakers need any center. Not Lakers, but
No,
the
no.
thing is,
The Lakers need a floor spacer because
I mean,
LeBron
he
can't
look like
play
I
with
said, he shot
LeBron.
42% from three. Like he
On
only
what? How many attempts? Like
that,
five?
that
Like
but that's why I said I think he's overrated also because he shoots 42%, but it's on such little attempts. When I watch the games, he only shoots when he's naked up booty open. He makes them,
exactly.
but like it makes him look like a better shooter than he is because he only like
I think the center for the Lakers realistically in theory is Miles Turner. But like but
I don't think they're gonna get him, bro. Pacers are gonna keep him. I don't think he's going anywhere.
no. I don't think he's going anywhere. But just in theory, bro, that would be the type of center that they would need.
I agree, but there's only like 5 centers in the league that do what Miles Turner does or better.
Well, the thing is, right now the Lakers can't build that team around three defensive liabilities. They have
yeah,
LeBron, they have Luka, and they have Austin
Reeves.
Reeves. Some of them guys got to go. You know how long it took Dallas to build around Luka? It took them years. It took
And
them a
all they
while to
got
build
was
around
straight
Luka.
defense. They when they wanted to build around Luca, they stopped getting
And
star
then
players that need the ball in their hand.
Yeah, and then when they went out and got a shooter, they went out and got Klay Thompson, and they didn't let it last. The NBA tapped them on their shoulder and said, "Yo, it's time to trade Luka, bro. Okay, all right, let's do it. So let's get some ratings, and that's it." So, but it is what it is, man. But I find it kind of odd that all the home teams lost game one.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah,
at,
we'll talk about that in a little bit. Leaf. We doing the most overrated players right now.
Let's do. Bro, why are you wearing glasses right now? What the hell?
Yeah. For the shorts, I can't be wearing glasses. It feel better, bro. It's blue light glasses.
What are y'all doing, bro?
Yeah, I don't want to wear them on the shorts.
What the hell did y'all do, bro? Like, Larry, what are you doing?
I don't need to be wearing glasses and shorts, bro. No.
Yeah.
The rest of the episode, I feel like they feel amazing.
Like he had a whole reading glasses on, bro. Like, wait a minute, what's going
It's
on?
computer glasses, bro. I don't feel none of this radiation, bro. I'm about to put them back on. My eyes hurt.
Same thing, bro.
None of this radiation.
Blue light. Blue light.
Yeah, blue light. Exactly, blue light. Now I'm putting this back on, bro. That felt too good, bro. Like,
said radiation.
Yeah. The radiation for the computer, bro.
Since I've been wearing them, bro, I get better sleep. I'm not like no bullshit. I get better sleep. I promise you, bro. I get better sleep.
Oh well, in that case, bro, I better start investing in myself. I ain't gonna lie to you because as soon as you said better sleep, I was locked in. I'm like, all right, let's
go. Like, same thing for you. Better sleep.
Bro, better. My eyes just feel better. So yeah, I go to sleep quicker.
Exactly.
Hey, let's stop. Hey, come on, y'all need to promote us or so. Hey, blue.
Shout out the blue light glasses, man.
Yeah, blue light glasses, man. Shout out to y'all.
Blue light glasses. Shout out to blue light. Yeah, let me go look up something right now. Blue light glasses.
We sleep better because of y'all. So give us a little sponsorship. Why not, man? Leaf, who you think the most overrated player?
The most overrated player,
do you think anybody more overrated than Sabonis?
Than Sabonis?
I think Jalen Green's around there.
Jalen Green is around there. But like I think that's kind of my fault because I said that Jalen Green should be given a chance, should be given him more chances. He led a team. He just so happened to be on a 50-win team and led that team in scoring, but that wasn't the sole reason why they were winning 50 games. They won them games by committee. And I think Jalen Green for the spot that he is in, he's overrated. He needs to be a sixth man at some point in his career. I think the same thing about Austin Rivers and Cam Thomas at some point in their career, when they really started to be taken seriously as winning basketball players, they need to be put in six-man roles. Nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, Jalen Green, I think is probably a little bit more overrated than Sabonis.
Okay. So we got Jalen Green and Sabonis. I think Darius Garland and
I was gonna say Austin Reeves, but
yeah, me too.
Reeves also, yeah.
Darius Garland, I'm not gonna say he's overrated. I'm saying he's underrated because the Cavs clearly need him. Like they clearly need him. Clearly, it's
Yeah,
clear as day.
and like it's clear as day that he doesn't show up a lot of the time.
Well, he's hurt. Like
I
he has
know,
turf.
but
He
yeah.
has a turf toe, bro. Like that's a football injury.
So I can't say he don't show up. Your man is hurt, bro. Last year he ain't show because he was hurt. He just hurt. He ain't
I
overrated.
mean,
He
it's a
is.
lot of overrated players. I mean, James Harden is clearly overrated.
Look, recently, look. I don't James Harden. I think he's properly rated because I don't know if he's under or overrated. So I think he
I think
properly rated.
he is still over. He needs to be a bench player, bro. He needs to go back to being a bench player.
Nah.
He's not there, bro. Whatever
He's not
team
what
he's
he
on,
used to
they're not.
be. He's not
Whatever
what
team
he.
he's on, they're not going to win anything if he's starting, bro. He is going into the dimension of going back to being a bench player. He needs to go back to
Nah,
that.
look, I usually know when a player's at that point. Like this year, I called it with BU. The year before, I called it. I usually know, bro. Harden is like quality starter.
I'm not getting warped into his numbers this season
It's
and
not
him
his numbers;
being
it's what he does. Like Zubac. The reason that Zubac plays so well in Norman Powell is because Harden is setting him up. Harden, he has a lot on his plate on the offense, so he's not going to be able to shoot efficient, pass efficiently, dribble
right.
efficiently, get guarded by the number one.
That's why he needs to be a bench player.
No. That's why he needs to have a number one next to him. Like Kawhi Leonard is like not there half the time. Kawhi was there in the playoffs and like he was pretty normal. Kawhi looked human this playoffs.
I
Besides
think
game two,
if James Harden is going to play on the right team with the right championship fit, at some point he cannot start on that team, bro. He has to come off the bench. I'm
I
just
think it
looking at
depends
like
what the situation is. I don't think James. If you go and James Harden's off your bench, you are like favorites. You're favorites.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I want to, and I think that he needs to be in a favorite type of position, bro. Like, and if
He
he is
is
in
at
that,
that age.
if he's in that position, if he is in a position where he has to be the number 2 or number 3, we saw what he looked like in these past 13 years.
I'm
As a
cool with
number
him as a
3,
number 3. I'm cool with him as a starter. Like as a
I'm
star
cool
player.
with.
I get you.
I need to make him. I need him at his age. I need him to make his way to be a number 4. He needs to be in
I'm
a
cool
role.
with that. I'm cool with that.
He needs to be in a role that rushes in.
No, he's better. He's better. He need to be in a role like
third guy. I think third guy is good for him. Third guy.
No.
Yes.
I seen him as a number 3. We saw that OKC. It didn't work.
But that was not Harden. That was baby. But that wasn't James Harden. Bro.
Okay, what version of Harden? Like the version of Harden now, at the age of 30 something, and the version of what is the difference between the version of Harden now that you just seen in this past playoff run, and the version that you seen in that run back in 2012? I don't see the difference. I see the same exact player.
and at least you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. And then he sets up the offense. I understand.
Yeah,
like
it's just older, bro.
Look,
he needs to be a number 4.
Bro, in the playoffs, it's hard to shoot efficiently, bro. All these players are inefficient right now. All of them. Like no,
right? Okay, if you've been inefficient for that long, bench. Get the bench. That's what you do with inefficient players. Bench.
Right. I disagree just because like he still is kind of the system, kind of like Haliburton is, but he's not as good. Like his impact, like you know how Haliburton like controls the pace for the Indiana Pacers.
Yes,
that's what
Haliburton, and I need to speak more on Haliburton.
Me too. That's why we're doing this whole segment. He was voted as the most overrated player in the NBA.
Player, which is crazy because I think he plays arguably the most mistake-free basketball. He's much better in fourth quarter situations now. He's much more improved in fourth quarter situations.
He's clutch, bro. I understand that.
He's
it's
basically
not just this week, bro. It's not just.
He's been clutch all season.
No, he's been clutch. He's been clutch his whole career. Honestly, like in Miami.
I would keep it clean and say all season because he's been gaming Giannis since the
career,
season.
Bro. His whole career. Last year he was doing the. He's been doing this.
Okay, he was doing the daytime last year. Yeah. But
he hit a couple. What
I will say, everything that he explained in an interview in the last game, he basically said he is like the mother of the Indiana Pacers, man. Like the mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? He like
Yeah,
everybody eats, bro. Like, yo,
yeah,
look at the combined scoring.
yeah. That's what Harden is. He take yeah, but Harden ain't the best mom. You know,
No,
Haliburton a better mom. Yeah.
yeah. Halliburton is a better mom,
But like
but
Harden still like love his kids and get he feed Norman Powell, Zubac should have probably won in most improved player, and if it wasn't Zubac, it probably should have been Norman Powell, bro.
I think here's what I think. Well, Dyson Daniels, man, like I ain't gonna lie, the year that he had was crazy. But
On the defensive
his,
side, yeah, but the reason those two Clippers guys had their arguments because Harden was setting them up.
yeah, and when Harden is not in setup, and is not in that mode, they don't eat, and then therefore they lose the bro. Like, this is what happens when you have too many chain link players, and they chain link against one another. Nemhard is starting to become that guy in the lineup that can go out and go get things on his own. Neesmith is starting to make some great plays down the stretch, and he is defensively, in terms of effort and second effort, he's starting to figure things out. Then Matherin, who's coming off the bench, has been a plus. It used to be TJ McConnell the best player off their bench, but now they got another best player on their bench. It's Ben Matherin. So TJ McConnell, Obi's been like that whole entire team. Listen.
Yeah, let's rank these overrated players and then we'll talk about the Pacers of the series.
Okay. Yeah.
I
had Jalen Green. Who else we had? I had Austin Reeves. I thought he was next.
Okay. I'm gonna put the contestants and then we'll.
Jalen Green, Sabonis. I think you had.
I think Scotty Barnes overrated. It's not the fact that I think he a bad player, but I think people overrate him, bro. People it's because he's rookie of the year. It's because he's rookie of the year, bro.
Well, no. I think Scotty Barnes as a player has gotten better. He's gotten better year after year in terms of like everything that you see on like in terms of assists, rebounding, scoring. He's gotten better. He's gotten better at a lot of getting his own shot. I didn't think he could get better at that. So I'm not gonna put him on that list just off the strength that he's gotten better. Who else?
What about Nicholas Claxton?
Kuzma.
Yeah. Claxton. He's a chain link player. If he doesn't have a lifeline, bro, he's pretty much overrated.
I wouldn't call Kuzma overrated, bro. We know Kuzma suck, bro. The Bucks overrated him, traded him for Chris Middleton. It's crazy.
They did overrate him.
I think he's still overrated. I think he is.
I'll give like Brandon Ingram overrated before Kuzma.
I would throw Harden in there, for sure.
I disagree with Harden. Larry, you agree with Harden?
Yeah, he has a point.
Harden has entered the overrated column. Bro.
No, DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan more overrated.
DeMar DeRozan
is he not more overrated than Harden?
No. I think DeMar DeRozan is a consistent 20-something point scorer. I don't think anything that you're looking for from DeMar DeRozan, like he's giving you that. I mean, like I never really had him rated high.
Yeah, take him down.
I'm thinking of players that have been rated high, and they've now entered the overrated column. James Harden speaks to that clearly.
But you also gotta not just look at it like that. James Harden used to be a top 5 player in the NBA, but he's also aged. I think his fall off has been crazy. Like, no, it hasn't. He's still a borderline All-NBA. He's still an all-star, like a low-end all-star. He's a low-end all-star. I know he's not great, but Leaf, he's like 36. That's the reason. He doesn't have as much leg under him to shoot efficiently. After like controlling the offense, he just don't got his legs, bro. Shooting hard. But spot up threes, Harden makes them. Harden's still a good shooter. It's just
is Desmond Bain overrated?
Look. I was looking at the guy to his right.
For his contract, he might be overrated.
Him and Mikal Bridges.
Him and Mikal. I ain't gonna lie. We gonna fill this list up, bro. Like for real.
No. Scotty Barnes too.
Scotty Barnes. Why Scotty?
Like I said, people.
Curry, but DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte, I don't hate it. Nicholas Claxton.
DeJounte Murray, Nicholas Claxton, Van Vliet.
Nah.
Van Vliet as a starter, bro. Like I like he's.
But like that's where like Harden should be a starter. Like wherever Rajon Rondo could start, that's where Van Vliet and Harden could.
Say what?
Wherever Rajon Rondo could start, that's where Van Vliet and Harden could now.
And where can Rondo start?
I'm thinking like Boston Rondo.
Boston, no.
They ain't as good. They ain't as good. Boston Rondo is crazy defensively. I know that.
Any Rondo after New Orleans, bro. That's what I'm taking them as, bro. Like I'm not doing that. No. Who else is overrated? How about Andrew Wiggins?
Porzingis.
How about Andrew Wiggins, bro?
Nah.
You know Andrew Wiggins.
What about Porzingis?
Injury prone.
Porzingis?
I mean, yeah, that's like Garland. Then you don't do that.
Nah, yeah, I would have to put Garland up there if I did that.
But Garland think that throughout the entire like the last 2 seasons.
What's the kid from the Kings, bro? That's supposed to be good.
Keegan Murray.
Keegan Murray, yeah, he's overrated.
Somebody
was trying to overrate him. I wouldn't put him.
I don't hate that, bro. He had a bad year. He had a bad year.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back bad years. This is really? Like Dame is starting to enter that column.
Not yet.
Dame is starting to enter that column.
Not yet.
You mean not yet? He's there.
Not yet. No.
He did have 2 like mid-shooting years back to back, huh? All right.
That's a fact. Tyus Jones.
Yes, I was thinking that. I was thinking Tyus Jones.
You're right. Yeah.
Tyus Jones.
I think that's we overrate him though because like we just love the point guard.
That's right.
Yeah,
like, Tyus Jones is definitely starting to become overrated.
I think we got I think we could juggle 5.
What about KCP?
I was thinking if we put KCP, like, nah.
KCP, brother, he don't look too good on Orlando. Then he looks.
Yeah, but he a role player.
He's a role player. Okay.
What about Josh Giddey? Nah.
No. Josh Giddey is not overrated. No, he isn't. They got a shooting coach, and his shooting percentage went up in Chicago. Josh Giddey is not overrated. He just needed a ball in his hands. That's all that was.
Hey, you know who I was watching, bro, last night, and I hated him, bro. This hero ball merchant, Julius Randle, bro. Like,
I'm not doing that. No.
Everyone hates him, so it's like
everybody hates him, bro, for the wrong reasons. They just don't like the way it looks. That's the problem. Julius Randle is like so. No. Hold on. Let me say this. Julius Randle's skill set at the 4 is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You're looking for somebody that could ISO and slow the game down and be a ball stopper at times. They could work out of the post. He's not that bad of a. He's a pretty good passer. He's pretty good scoring out of the post. Very pretty good rebounder. Not a terrible defender. I mean, this is pretty like Julius Randle, outside of Rasheed Wallace, he may be the archetype for power forwards in the league. Is that crazy to say?
I mean, no, he's a literal power forward. Like, he is a power forward. Like, no, he can't play any other position in the league. And like, it's just, I hate his floater. Yeah, I hate his floater.
I hate his floater.
And like he just look. Anthony Edwards couldn't buy it, man. Hold on, we'll talk about it when we talk about Timberwolves, bro. Oh my God, Julius Randle, man. I just hate like his game. I'm sorry.
One of the Thompson twins is overrated.
Nah, amen.
One of them is overrated.
No.
One of them are overrated.
Just for what they've done guarding Curry and Brunson last series, bro. They got it, bro. Nah, they got it.
Well, somebody got.
I also do think there's a difference between overhyped and overrated. For example, I'm gonna say on this list, I think Austin Reeves is a prime example of overhyped.
I got a question. Is Luka entering that conversation?
Look, I talked about it last night. People were saying Luka. Yeah, people say Luka the most overrated. But like, I don't think that. Look. A lot of star players, if you give them Luka's touches Yeah, they would average. I don't want to say 30 points, but 25. Like a lot of people. If you gave them
I'm gonna name some more star players, bro,
like
but I just don't know how people feel about them.
like
Is Embiid ending the overrated topic?
he's always been he's hurt. I don't want to do that to him. I think his career over. There ain't no point to he should retire.
Playing over, and yeah, he
Yeah,
should
yeah, ain't
retire.
no yeah, ain't no point.
Who?
Is Bam ending in that conversation?
Who should retire?
Joel Embiid.
Embiid should retire.
Yeah, he's not retiring, bro.
No, he's not because that's why he made sure to sign his extension. He knew that his career was over.
Is Embiid entering that? Is Bam Adebayo entering in that conversation?
No.
I'm sick and tired of that I'm gonna get 2 feet in the paint and I'm gonna shoot a fadeaway shit. That's not working. Like that's not it, bro. Like I mean, it's just not. All right. Who else?
LaMelo.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yes, but the thing is, everyone know he suck. Even the Blazers got a new center.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, the Blazers, the center that the Blazers have that they drafted, is good for what he does and what he brings. I'm never putting Zion on that overrated list, man, because
Levine. Zach Levine.
Zion wins. He says Zach Levine. No, I'm not
Nah.
putting Zach Levine up there. No, I'm not.
He's
doing
actually good. I ain't gonna lie.
that. He's actually very. He's actually
But at
very.
the same time, in the playoffs, Leaf in the playoffs. Hold on. Not exactly being the answer. In the playoffs, he's a nothing.
I mean, he barely made the playoffs. I can't put him up there.
Exactly. And the one time he did, you
No,
supposed to show out. You supposed to show out. I finally made it. I'm 30 years old.
No. But that problem falls upon, bro. I've been getting my season has been over in April for so long. I don't like by the time I get to the playoffs, I don't got nothing left. Like that's all that is. That's basically the Jamal Crawford
And
syndrome,
the
bro.
reason
Like,
and the reason he keep not making it is because on his team he keep on being the guy they building around. He's overrated. Leaf, yes, you're proving the point. He making too much money. He has too much expectations. He's overrated.
if that's the case, then you got to throw Devin Booker right behind him.
Devin Booker's like had playoff.
He had, but I mean, but listen,
He had playoff moments.
Since that point, bro, he's been overrated.
Look, Devin Booker was somebody I looked at, but like that would be a next year conversation.
Bradley Beal.
We all know he sucked. He come off the bench on his team.
Right.
No, we got the players. I think we just should rank them at this point. Yeah, I think we should just rank them at this point. Leaf. Leaf, can you rank me the top 5 most overrated players in the NBA?
Top 5 most overrated players in the NBA. Number 1, I'm going to go with Austin Reeves. Number 2, I'm going to go with Jalen Green. Number 3, I'm going to go with Domantas Sabonis. Number 4, I'm going to go with James Harden. And at number 5, I'm going to go with Desmond Bane.
All right. Larry, can you rank me the top 5 most overrated players in the NBA?
Number 5, I have Keegan Murray. Number 4, I have DeJounte Murray. 3, Desmond Bane. 2, Austin Reeves. Number 1, Jalen Green.
Okay, so seems like we got it something like. All right, hold on. I ain't
gonna lie, DeJounte Murray kind of fell off the face of the map. Good God.
Yeah, but he tore his ACL. That's also why they don't really want to.
That's also why he fell off the face of the map, bro. Like when you already stinking, bro, then you tear your ACL. The worst. The worst.
Yeah, you can ask me, Larry.
Ma, what's your top 5 most overrated players?
Number 1, I got Domantas Sabonis. Number 2, I got DeMar DeRozan. Number 3, I got Mikal Bridges. Number 4, Jalen Green. Number 5, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Scotty Barnes is overrated at all, bro.
I think Scotty Barnes should have never made an All-Star game in his career. Like he's not all, or not in his career, but not at this point of his career. Like
This was the
I
perfect
don't
time
know. I
for him
don't
to
know.
make it. I can't say that. I mean,
Nah,
I think in terms of the columns, he can fill up the stat sheet.
yeah,
Defensively, he's still a plus. He's a better shooter, much better creator than he was. So I'm coming into the league, much better isolation player than he was coming into the league, much better passer than he was coming into the league, much better rebounder, much better defender. So he's gotten better. He's improved in those aspects, but he just don't have carry ability. That's all it
yeah.
is.
Let's move on to the first series that we're going to talk about. Pacers versus Cavaliers.
That series is over.
With the Haliburton. What? That boy just came in there and just
That series is
snatched.
over.
What the Haliburton, bro? Hey,
Yeah.
hey. The this is what we talked about last week though, Leaf. We said what would we think if Halliburton made 2 conference finals runs? Is he on that level with Edwards? Larry, what do you think?
Edwards, I won't put him with Edwards. I'll put him with Jalen Brunson.
Oh man, Jalen Brunson. That's that. Brunson better. Brunson's better, but like Halliburton is like he went from overrated to underrated real quick, bro. Real quick, just because like this is the second year in a row where like the conference finals is not an easy thing, and it's based off him controlling the pace of the team. You know, it ain't like he's like at that point where he's at the Steve Nash level of playmaking. Like I'm not saying he's as good or like he probably is as good, honestly. Now Halliburton is like amazing. Leaf, I remember you was trying to say something about this series earlier with how deep the Pacers roster is and how they got Benedict Mathurin coming off the bench, and he's somebody who in last year's playoff run they made the conference finals without him. He's like he might be the second best scorer on that team, and like him coming off the bench is a unique thing that they got. Or like you said earlier, TJ McConnell might be the second best playmaker on that team, but another guy coming off that bench, like they bench is crazy. And this Cavaliers team is hurt right now. They missing Mobley, Garland, and DeAndre Hunter. Like
That's a fact.
they might be cooked. Like they might be. What are y'all?
Spider might be out too. He had injury at the end of the game.
Yeah, so y'all got the Pacers making the conference finals,
Guess
or are the Cavs coming back?
Is the injury set for next game? Are they set already?
Bro, I think Mobley and Garland like hurt, bro. Garland is hurt. Garland is out. Mobley, I don't know. Garland is out.
And Spider injured too. Yeah, I think they might be cooked, bro.
Yeah, me too. And I'm happy that we go live on Wednesdays, because if we would have went live before, we would have been wrong. I got the Pacers. Yeah, I would have went the Cavaliers. I got the Pacers, man.
I had the Cavs in my original vote for it.
Oh wait, we did post it. No, we had Cavs sweeping. Shoot. Yeah, all three of us picked the Cavs. Now we was wrong. But y'all see why we was wrong, man. Come on, man. That's crazy. Everyone got hurt. And what the Haliburton, bro? The Pacers was down 20 in the fourth, and they just came back and won. Bro. That's tough. I think that we done with the series. There ain't really too much to talk about. Everybody hurt, and yeah, game is over. Another series where I'm gonna hate to say it. I think injuries is gonna determine this one. Timberwolves, they currently down 0-1, but Curry out for at least a week. He strained his left hammy, and it was one of those non-contact injuries where like his body just broke down. Playoff time, you know.
Yeah, Wolves have a chance. Honestly, I think I had the Wolves go out this series in the first place. To be honest, they were my original pick. So Curry being out, I think they have game one in their hands, because it was honestly up to Buddy Hield to have that historic performance of his to kind of get out of that game. Or was that the last game? That was this game, right? Buddy Hield had 8 points.
Both games. Buddy Hield had like almost 30 in the second half. He went 0 for 8 in the first half, and then in the second half he had almost 30. And
Yes.
the Timberwolves in the first half, I think they went 0 for 14 from 3, 0 for 17.
Yeah,
Like
I
that
think
ain't happening.
it was just exactly. But he was going off like that again for the whole series.
Yeah.
What happened? So with Curry being out for a week, they're going to be at least 2-1 by when Curry comes back. The Wolves.
You know what's something else I also seen? I seen Jimmy limping. Larry, I know when Jimmy limps. Did you see Jimmy limping?
Yes,
I
I
did.
seen Jimmy. I seen Jimmy limping, bro, and I just would like to let everybody know that this series is over in 5, bro. The Warriors are dead. I don't have any sympathy for them at all. They won 4 championships. They won 4 hospital rings at anyway, bro. I don't have any sympathy for. I just know that the Curry minions. This is just a built-in excuse, just in case they lose, which they were going to anyway. I had the Warriors in 5. Now I'm guaranteeing the Warriors in 5. This series is going to be
The
over
Wolves in
just like
5, you
that.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, the Wolves in 5.
Yeah, but yeah,
A
we
lot
got
of
the
a lot of
Wolves.
these series is going to be over quickly, bro. Like a lot of people. I think I got Indiana in 4. If Indiana don't win these next 2 games, they will not win the series.
That's
I have that.
not true, bro. 3-1, a 3-1 lead. If they win one of the 2 games coming up, a 3-1 league, they're not going to win that.
They have to win both. If they don't win, if they exit 3-1, then that means they go back to Cleveland, and they have to. The pressure's on them. They have to seize this opportunity, bro. Like you don't steal 2 games on the road against a 60-win team and then go back home and then lose one of them. You can't do that because you already are the inferior team still in the series. You don't have the best player in the series, bro, on which Donovan Mitchell has been at. So you have to still seize this opportunity if you're Indiana and book your ticket back to the conference finals, which you're probably gonna get your ass kicked anyway. But I mean, at least book your trip back to the conference finals.
Would
But
they? Would they, bro? We live in a world where like right now the Pacers Wolves look like
the bracket busters, they look like the bracket busters of
it
their
looked like the
conference.
finals. Like
That's not the finals. That is not the finals. I promise you, it's not.
the way that the Celtics playing, bro.
I
The
mean,
way that
just
they health
I
going.
think the Celtics can afford to play with their food though, bro. Like I think they can
Yeah, you're
afford
not
to
wrong.
laugh.
Yeah.
I think the Celtics they can afford to lollygag on their way to the finals. It's just once they get to the finals, then that's when they're probably going to lose.
Yeah, I'm just watching them play against the Knicks right now. That's what I'm like, man. All season they was looking dominant. Now it's the playoffs and they playing real comp. They looking like the Celtics. But Timberwolves Warriors. It seems like we all got the Timberwolves winning this series. And is there what are series we got to talk about? Nuggets versus
Um,
Thunder.
I got the Nuggets. I got the Nuggets in 5.
Nuggets. I got Nuggets finished. I think Jokic just I had him winning the series in the first place.
The Nuggets have the best player in the series, bro. Like it's just plain and simple.
Best player.
They're clearly the best player in the series. SGA, there's nothing that SGA can do to measure up to Joker in the series. They are clearly not the same player. And for all of the goofies that decided to vote SGA as their MVP and give him first place post, let me make sure y'all hear my voice. Let this be a lesson to every last one of you. Ideas are very stupid things. This is not a discussion. This time next week, the Denver Nuggets is supposed to have what is supposed to be the only player in NBA history to win 5 straight MVPs. You guys ruined it. You guys didn't want to have that conversation. Nikola Jokic has broken basketball metrics in the past 5 years. He's done it there's no way this dude is not supposed to win 4 MVPs. He's really supposed to have 5, bro. He's really supposed to have 5.
No. 4.
5. 5.
Embiid deserved him. I'm sorry.
Embiid didn't deserve a damn thing. I'm giving him 5. They gave it. And Embiid got it here, bro. Just give it to him an MVP, bro. Like that's what that was.
The year before that, he deserved it. I had him over Jokic, but the year.
Well, yeah, but he broke down, and Joker was still. While Joker's game was climbing to new heights, and he's had a better season this year than any of his MVP years. Joel was continuing to break down year after year after year. I mean,
Okay.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Joel has put himself in a conversation
No, you're
and
right.
for the
That season, he played 70 games. That wasn't the season he broke down completely. That was the season he led the league
okay
in
that
scoring,
that he led the league in scoring. Right.
4 free throws, and he also played 70 games. I think that was the year he should have won it. Jokic should have 4, though. He should have 4. Now 5, right? I think. Look, Jokic. He won in one season.
If I'm not mistaken, Jokic has finished either with the
He
MVP or second in
should have 4. He
MVP.
should have 4. He should have 4. He should have 4.
Yes, you should have
Yeah,
four.
he should have this one this
Yes,
year. Yeah, you're right.
yes, you should win this one this year for sure, bro. Like and
Like, you're not going to win it.
like
I already know.
the thing that I figured out about the Thunder, bro, is if you have a player that could play in the mid post and get to that second and third or fourth level, like Joker, and just break down everything that they're doing in the paint and pick apart their defense with his playmaking, and you can out rebound them, you can beat the Thunder easily. You can beat them easily.
Man, dude, this is a tough series, man.
Not a tough series, bro. Lamar, don't be smart, bro. You got glasses on. This series is over in 5.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me with the OKC was their depth. But I mean, Russell Westbrook has been pretty good. Payne Watson has been amazing. It's not even an issue right now. So it's honestly Jokic.
I think the Nuggets are gonna win the hustle game in this series, bro. They've out rebounded them 63-40 in that game 1, bro. Like there's nothing that the Thunder can do with that front line. Joker alone had 20 something rebounds. He had a 40 and 20 game. There's nothing that Hartenstein and whatchamacallit can do. There's nothing that they can do. They are hopeless.
This is the whole reason you got Hartenstein to slow down Yoke. This is the whole reason.
He fouls too much.
Yeah,
He fouls too much.
I mean,
That's the
it's
problem.
Jokic, bro. It's Jokic. It's Jokic. I think the Thunder doing it backwards. I think Chet isn't supposed to be the help defender. Hartenstein is. Hartenstein is supposed to be the one. Hartenstein a better rebounder than Chet, so he should really be the roamer.
He should. He should be the roamer. But
Yeah,
the thing is, but here's the problem with that. Chet can move better.
yeah, but like that's exactly why you should put him on Jokic. Jokic moves a lot,
Well, I think me personally, I think it's the same thing when you had AD. I think the thing is you have to sacrifice bodies in order to make sure Chet is the helps the weak side defense, because Chet is the best shot blocker on that team. But like
but Hartenstein is a good shot blocker. Jokic is the best player on the court. You just got you like y'all say, you just got to like stop this man, bro. 20 boards, like you got to at least stop that. You can't allow him to grab 20 boards.
You can't allow him to grab 20 something rebounds. But at the same time, what the Thunder lean, they lean heavily on turnovers and steals. They lean heavy on it. If they don't get a steal, they don't commit a turnover, they feel like it's a bad defensive possession. You have to get the rebound. You have the board. You have to gang rebound. Like the thing is, they have to gang rebound, and that takes away from their fast break on them. And they get into too many half court sets. So if you're doing that, and I think Christian Brown had 15 rebounds in that game, 14 and 15 rebounds in that last game. When you got Rush outworking everybody on your bench, when you have those things happening, when you have Aaron Gordon, you can't do anything with him. Like this is not a good matchup for the Thunder at all. They are playing a team that has an elite front court that can rebound, that can do all the other stuff, and fill up the box score and fill up the stat sheet. And the Thunder don't know how to neutralize that, because what the Nuggets have that the Thunder don't have is that they have a very elite mind on the offensive side of the basketball. That's Joker. And when you go deep in playoff basketball, you need somebody that has that high level of playmaking for others and high level of shot creation for himself as well. I don't think SGA is that. still think Josh Giddey is a better floor reader and a better playmaker than SGA.
I mean, that's the only thing Josh Giddey really does at an elite level. Shay. I
You
don't
need
think
that.
I don't. This game wasn't nothing to do with Shay played fine. Like he Mark Dangle is a bigger problem to me. Um,
Oh wow, yeah, because he didn't.
yeah,
Yeah, he had timeouts that he didn't use.
now using timeouts, he's overthinking himself, fouling and stuff.
Yeah,
Chet was a
yeah,
problem. Chet not playing that many minutes. Chet played less than 30 minutes. You have two centers playing less than 30 minutes when you're playing against the best offensive center we've ever seen. And that best offensive center we've ever seen is running out 42 minutes. Like you're
right.
telling me that Jokic is like unhealthy. You would think that he looks unhealthy, right? And Chet and Hartenstein look fit. Why is Jokic able to play almost 20 more minutes than y'all?
I have no idea.
That's coaching.
The thing is that Joker. I think as somebody that's like the back end of the defense, I made the mistake in comparing Joker and Luca
Sabonis.
to each other, and Joker and Luca to each other a couple of years ago. I gotta walk that back completely because Joker, the responsibilities that Joker has on the defensive end, is much easier for him to be obtainable for than the responsibilities that Luca has on the defensive end. He
Nah,
always Luke, but here's the thing: there's nobody at the center position that's putting pressure on Joker to play to play better defense, to play one-on-one defense, and there's nobody that's doing that. The only person that was doing that was Joel, and now Joel's injured. There's nobody at the center position that's going to command that much attention, like a Joker. At the guard position, you have plenty of guys that's gonna get to the second and third level. You have plenty of guys that's gonna wreak havoc on the perimeter. And Luca has those responsibilities to deal with them defensively more so than anything, bro. Like Luca, it's impossible to hide Luca on defense than it is it's more harder to hide Luca on defense than it is than to hide a Joker.
you can't hide Joker. He's a center and he does the bare minimum. Luca doesn't do the bare minimum on defense.
He can't do the bare minimum because he's guarding better talent. Like the Joker. Who is Joker guarding at the five that he
he's
has to
guarding the
worry
rim.
about?
He's not guarding anyone. He's guarding the rim.
Exactly, he's
Yeah,
guarding the rim.
exactly. He's doing the bare minimum. Luca just on defense. He puts his hands on his knees. Because he wasn't sharing the ball on offense. Like that's what people don't like about Luca. He don't share the ball on offense, and then when it's time to play defense, he wonders why he's tired. Like
That's true.
it's just what it is.
That's true.
The Thunder Nuggets though, dude. The Nuggets starting five. They got a bunch of lineup like problems for the Thunder because the Thunder got a 6'4" small forward, while the Nuggets
Yeah,
got a
that's not.
6'10".
Yeah, that's not cutting it. They got you got too many dudes that like to me. I might be crazy, but the Thunder have too many guys that do the same thing. Like, what's the real difference between Lou Dort and Caruso? What's the real
There
difference
is none.
between?
Is that you have the same defense and you poke at people all game. I agree with you. That's why I told you that the Thunder was the team that was supposed to get Cam Johnson off, yo. This exact
They were.
series. This exact series.
This exact series before that, but yeah,
This is what they were supposed to be scared
it's
of.
a prime example why they should have went after Cam
Because
Johnson.
look, they would have been able to put Jade up at the 2, slide Cam
Uh-huh.
Johnson at the 3 to match up with the height problems, and
Right.
then on the bench you would have had Dort, Caruso, Kaysen, and Wiggins just mobbing people.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Switching J-Dub on Aaron Gordon is nasty work.
Bro, he
Nasty work.
is 6'4", bro. Like they don't understand that, bro. J-Dub is a look. The thing is, at least they put him at small forward this year. Because last year he was guarding Jokic. When Chet wasn't there at points, he was guarding Jokic at 6'4". Like I don't like the coaching on this team.
J-Dub is
I
listed
feel like
at J-Dub is listed at 6'6", bro. But I mean,
no, he's not 6'6".
you play the game with basketball. I mean,
Oh,
they got him listed at 6'6". You play the game with basketball. You play the game with sneakers on. So I'm gonna list him at 6'6" just to be
Yeah, if
nice.
we're gonna do that, so
Um,
does everyone else. Everyone
yeah.
else plays with sneakers on, bro. He is not 6'6", bro. He is not 6'6". No, he's shorter than Shea. Shea 6'6". He's shorter than Shea. He's shorter than their point guard. Why are you? It's the same thing as Desmond Bain, but like he's more versatile than Desmond Bain.
Right.
This is stupid.
I just realized Paolo was supposed to be he was supposed to win the rookie of the year. The year he won rookie of the year, he was they gave 2 first place votes to Walker Kessler.
Oh, Jalen Williams.
Paulo was supposed to, no. Paulo, the year that Paulo won Rookie of the Year,
Yeah,
Jalen
yeah,
Williams didn't get no first place votes. Only Walker Kessler got 2 first place votes,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
Paulo
yeah,
got
yeah.
the other 98. That
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he could have been he could have been undisputed um
Unanimous.
unanimous. Yeah,
He was
they screwed him.
unanimous. It's just that they released it out and the 2 votes were from a Utah Jazz uh
Yeah,
uh a Utah Jazz guy fan page. Yeah, yeah. If he for some reason
yeah,
some Utah Jazz guy had votes and yeah. Shout out to Walker
which is
Kessler. Walker
crazy.
Kessler had a good year though. He did have a good year. Just it wasn't better than
But
Paulo. He was just showing his guy love. Kind of like how I gave Khalil Ware like number 5, but he just gave it like me.
if that's the case, bro, like for you to give a Walker Kessler to get 2 first place votes in his rookie year, and to for Chet to get all the almost all the second place votes and no first place votes, and then they voted Wemby unanimous rookie of the year. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, nah, Paulo should have been
Psychotic to
unanimous
me.
though. It's just
He shot
Walker
Apollo should
Kessler.
have been unanimous. Yeah,
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 just Walker
definitely.
Kessler. Yeah, but this
Yeah.
series, I dang, like if I pick the Nuggets, that means I'm switching my pick. But at the same time, I watched the Nuggets play one of their sloppiest games and beat the Thunder. They had 18 turnovers. I'm watching Jokic have the stupidest turnovers.
Yes,
Jokic,
he did.
like he just like not catching the ball. You MPJ too. MPJ and Jokic in the third quarter, both of those guys just had 4 possessions in a row where they didn't catch the ball.
You know what I look at that game as? I look at that game as Deontay Wilder versus the what was the guy Deontay Wilder versus Fury. That was the first fight when Fury was out of shape. Basically, Fury is the Denver Nuggets and Deontay Wilder is the Thunder.
The
And
out of shape guy won.
Deontay Wilder could knock Fury out, and Fury came into that fight out of shape, bro. I'm like, yo, if the Thunder can't beat the Nuggets when they're at their worst, they're never gonna beat
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it too. Like the and then
them.
like MPJ couldn't buy a shot. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
How many times is that going to happen? I think. Listen, I think the Thunder is going to win Game 2, but by the time they get back to OKC, they're going to be down 3-1, and I think that's when the Nuggets close it out. This series is over in 5.
I don't love the OKC coach. Like I really I don't like Mike Malone would be an amazing hire for them. I really think so. But like people love this Mark the Engel guy. And I don't see what he does. I mean, he has the best GM in
I think he has
history.
a lot to learn. I think he has a lot to learn in terms of pressure situations.
He has the best
Um,
GM in history. He doesn't have a lot to learn. He has everything. He just has the talent. He's not
I
even
mean,
putting the ball in
what
Shea's
is what?
hands.
Well, the problem is the GM could only do so much for you, bro. Like, I mean, like
Exactly.
it's not like it's not like yo you can it's not like the GM can help you out with down the stretch coaching decisions. They can't help you
Exactly.
out with that.
The,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
GM can
You're
just
gonna
turn stuff around though.
at some point you're gonna have to figure out, bro, like yo, how to, and I think this is a learning process for a young coach like Mike Dagenau, bro. Like, I mean, this is learning experiences, bro. You gotta understand to use your timeouts in certain situations. You gotta understand, bro, like to oppose matchup issues. The biggest matchup issue that they have is the front court. They don't measure up to that front line that the Nuggets have. They just don't.
Bro, you have too many timeouts to first of all, if I'm the coach, I understand you supposed to love Chet, but like you supposed to put the ball in Shea's hand right there. Especially you got the chance to call a timeout. Chet missing both of the free throws also crazy. That's also something he
I
got to
thought
do
Shea
better.
when Shea went for that dunk, I thought Shea should have ran some more timeout. I
Yeah,
thought Shea should have ran some more timeout. That's what I thought. I mean, I understand going for the dunk as opposed to going to free throw line, but I thought he should have at least ran more timeout. He should have ran the ball around the court. It's got to be better clock management, bro. Like when in these situations, and we're seeing a lot of stupidity and a lot of leads getting blown in the last couple of days and a couple of weeks. In this postseason because of bad management, bad clock management, bad coach management down the stretch, bad decisions down the stretch, bro. Like you got it, you have to do the right thing. No, you got timeout, got call timeout.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, so I got the Nuggets this series. So it seems we all got the Nuggets.
Yes, we
Mhm.
do. So it looked like what we got the Nuggets and the Wolves. And I don't even know why we brought this shit up. The Celtics is winning the next 4 games easily. They
Bro,
on cruise control.
Hey, right
This
now,
shit is
look right now. Look at the score right now. Stats
the
too.
score
Yeah.
is the score is what's this is about to be a blowout.
bro, it was just a close game. What? Like I kind of look.
Yeah,
We
bro,
live, so like it's kind of buffering
The
for them.
Knicks, the Knicks do not measure up to this team at all, bro. They are very inferior, bro. Like there's nothing that they can do. Um, there's just nothing that they can do. There's nothing that they should do. I don't know how Sam Hauser is not playing this game, but whatever. But I mean, but there's nothing that they can do. The Knicks are not a smart team. They got a dumb coach. Their bench doesn't measure up. Nothing, bro. Like this team. I don't even know why this team is here. They wasting all of our time. The Celtics should win this series in the next 4 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, out of it. They should win at least.
Yeah, it's
The
crazy.
Celtics are on the Celtics is on cruise control, bro. Like they know they have a better roster than everybody in the East. The Cavaliers have blown the dope. They have broken down literally in the last 2 games. In their series, and they were the only team at full strength that could give the Celtics something. Indiana, that's another inferior team to the Celtics. The Celtics should win the East, no problem.
Dang, yeah, it was literally just a close game like 5 minutes ago, and then like Cat went on the bench, and it seemed like the Celtics went on a run. Cat was playing well, turning the ball over like a good amount. Yeah, he had 4 turnovers, but he got 18 and 14 in the third quarter. Like, nah, he hooping. Like every time he got a mixed match on Drew or Derek White, he post them up and fade them, make it every time. Like he balling, but like yeah, this Knicks team just is not gonna be able to compete with the Boston Celtics. They got Al Horford, Kristaps Healthy, all those POA defenders, and they about to just play winning basketball. Like really with the Celtics, what we gotta talk about real quick. Yeah, y'all seen a report that one of these star players is gonna go, because they're not gonna be able to pay them. Like,
Or Zingas, get him out of there, please, bro. I'm sorry, he has to go.
do you get like a replacement level center like Clint Capella for cheap? And
No,
the
no,
Celtics,
no, no. What the problem is that they might have to give up more than Porzingis. They might have to give up more. I'm guessing Porzingis and Drew might be going. If they really want to save
Come to
if
first.
they really want to say no, they gotta do it. They have to do it because the money is short. Remember they have a new owner. The new owner just poured out 6.1 billion to buy the team. The old owner, really the old owner's fault because he sold the team the second that they signed Jason Tatum to the 300 mil. The reality of this is that by the time years down the line, they probably won't be able to keep JT and JB. By the time these contracts is up, one of them gonna have to go. So that like I think the NBA made a mistake with this. I think the NBA knew they made a mistake with these supermaxes because the next player that's going to be up for 300 mil is most likely going to be traded. We already saw Luka get traded to LA, and now instead of getting 5 years 350, he's down to 4 years 220. They're not going to be giving out this money that easily. Like when it's time, like some of these owners, when it's time to come out of pocket for some of this big money, they're not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. So it's a fan, but it is what it is.
I don't know, man. I think it's just the fact that the Celtics, bro, if you see that you're paying that much for Porzingis and he's not even there, just trade him, I guess. And look, the Celtics own all of their future picks. They could do like Porzingis and two of my future picks into a team like I don't know, a team that you can just get a better pick off of. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
they may make it seem like it's for the worst, but it really could be for the better. Like they really could just trade Porzingis for a Pistons future pick.
No.
Porzingis goes to the Pistons, gets hurt. Kay Cunningham misses time. They got a top 10 pick. You know,
To me,
so
I think what would be better if it's possible. Go get somebody that's on a rookie deal right now. Go get like a Jalen Wells or somebody.
I think that's what the idea is. Honestly, I genuinely think that's what the idea is. It's just Jalen Wells isn't gonna be able to be the guy. Like, what teams got cap space?
Next,
Next to Hawks.
Nets, Hawks. Would the Hawks want?
Pistons,
Nah.
Spurs.
Utah.
Washington.
Oh nah, he got traded from there. I wouldn't hate Porzingis on the Hawks, but would the Hawks want to do that?
I have no idea.
You have you have Porzingis, Dyson, Jalen next to Trae Young. That defense is tough.
It's not a bad move, but what are you giving up?
They would have to give up. They would have to if they giving up a Porzingis and like a wing or something, gonna have to move Al Horford back, and they probably gonna have to take like a second round rookie or somebody. I don't know, man. Like
it sounds like yeah. For the well, I mean, Celtics said they want to go cheap, right?
Yep.
First of all, that means they want a pick. That just means they want future pick.
Mm-hmm.
You give them a pick. You give them a pick, Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann would probably be the best option, salary wise.
Terrence Mann would probably be your salary wise would be the best option. Well,
Terrence Mann, your pick. And like he fits the Celtics. You know, he played defense. He shoot threes.
Yeah, he's probably gone after his contract expires, but yeah.
Yeah, throw like Niang in the deal, but like that'd be to the Hawks would be you know, that'd be decent. It's like the Suns.
mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. Yeah, bro. Trade Master Larry, do you know what the Celtics doing with the moves, man?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking Drew Holiday and Porzingis are gone first. It just makes the most sense. Porzingis is injury prone. Drew Holiday's the oldest for the timeline. Al Horford's gonna be up soon anyways. He's gonna be gone in 2 years. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. But I will say Porzingis was on his last year this year. So
Exactly.
next year. They could keep him for next year. I think they're trying to make extended moves right now in the offseason to extend this team longer, which makes sense.
I don't know, man. Championships are expensive, bro. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, you be far fetched to find a team that's going to win championships on with a budget roster.
Wait, who's the last team to do that? Who's the cheapest team in recent history?
Warriors, 2015.
They did go out and get KD that summer. It's because Curry was on a cheap deal. Yeah, Curry had all those injury problems, so they gave him like a Zion deal because like that's the point of his career he was at. Like Larry, there's a point where Curry was Zion.
Yeah, I think Nuggets were pretty cheap. I think Nuggets were cheap because KCP wasn't paid yet. KCP was not paid yet. I think.
But MPJ was overpaid and Aaron Gordon.
No, the thing is, if you go back to the first Warriors championship, the highest paid player on that team might have been Iggy.
I think it was Draymond and Clay. It was Draymond and Clay.
Well, Draymond and Clay wasn't getting no money at the time.
You're telling me that Draymond and Clay were not on a championship team that the Warriors had?
No, Draymond and Clay, the first Warriors championship. If you go back to that roster, money wise, Steph was getting paid more. Money wise, Steph was getting paid more than he was getting paid the most out of that big three group. Iguodala was Iggy. No. David Lee was the guy that they signed back in 2010.
Yeah,
And then
David Lee. Yeah,
yeah, and then remember he signed back in 2010. The summer that LeBron went to Miami, and Iggy had signed with the Nuggets 2 years before, and then they traded to get him. I think Iggy or David Lee might have been the highest paid players on that roster.
you know what? Yeah, you might not be wrong. Yeah, that makes sense.
So they won that one championship on a budget.
Oh no, I'm looking right now. It was or what? Oh, this is 15-16. Hold on, let me 14-15. Did they win the chip?
Yeah, with 15 they won a chip. Yeah,
with 14-15 they won a chip.
Yeah, 14-15 they won a chip.
If this team won a chip at hold on. Oh yeah, it got to be this team then. No, it got to be this team. No, it got to be.
In recent history, it is that team, bro.
It literally has to be this team. Oh, they have Curry on contract for $10 million, Clay on contract for $3 million, Harrison Barnes on contract for $3 million, Draymond Green on contract for $900K, David Lee on contract, Andrew Bogut.
They was getting away with that. I didn't think it was that damn low. $900K for Draymond.
$900K, bro. Look, if they went with this roster, you got it, bro.
10 years ago? This was 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah, 14-15. Draymond was getting
that's nasty.
Yeah.
Draymond was getting chicken. He was getting nuggets on the dollar, bro. Like that, pennies on the dollar, bro.
Yeah. Andrew Bogut was getting paid $13 million. So was Andre Iguodala, and David Lee was getting paid $15 million. Yeah, Sean Livingston for $5 million. Maurice Spates for $3 million. And shout out to 2K legend Brandon Rush getting $1 million.
Facts, man.
Yeah, 2K legend, man.
Yeah. So Iggy was getting 11.7. Steph was getting 11.3. Sean Livingston was getting $5 million. Harrison Barnes was getting 3.8. Oh my god, yeah, they was getting away with no one. Oh my god,
yeah, they was getting away with murder in the Boston Celtics.
They was getting away with murder.
They murder is done. I guess Drew Holiday could go because of the emergence of Payne Richard, huh? That's crazy. You trade Drew Holiday and Porzingis for picks. You literally got 2 championships out of them if you win this year. Why be mad?
Well. Yeah, well, they're not going to win this year.
Look, if you win, look, watching them right now. Look, Tatum had a bad first half. I capped on saying Pacers, Wolves. It's the Celtics Wolves or the Celtics Nuggets. I would love it to be the Celtics Nuggets because I do think that the Celtics don't have anything to mess with Jokic, and Jokic would win that series.
Yeah, he'll win that series. Yeah, if it's the Celtics Minnesota, then I'm concerned. But we all know
Minnesota will be.
We all know Minnesota. They know how to beat the Nuggets. They know how to beat them. They just know how to beat them.
Exactly. Celtics Minnesota would be a fun finals.
It would.
That would.
Went down.
Yeah, but thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 213 of the Score Show. Have a nice day and God bless.